Greetings, gods and goddesses in training. Welcome back to the channel. It is Uncle Makara. All relations. Let's get started today with this video. And I didn't want it to be live because I wanted this process to be a transmission from the Primal Sutra Nexus. And so it might happen a little bit clunky in parts. Therefore, I'm changing this into an actual video, not a live video. And hopefully you get a lot of benefits out of this. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about the field. What in the world is the field? And how do we understand it better? Now, first and foremost, I'm going to be pulling one of my oracle cards to see what energy the Nexus wants us to tap into, activating Primal Sutra Nexus. What is the message that the Nexus most wants us to hear? Mother Mary, love and peace, let go of the need to be right, choose peace, mother healing is possible at this time. So there's clearly a Shakti energy happening, an anima reclamation happening, a feminine energy on the planet happening right now. So we have to understand it better, but not only that, we have to perceive it better. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and then let the Primal Sutra Nexus speak. You are not the fear. You are the field that it's happening in. You were born free, but somewhere along the climb, they fed you a lie that fear protects you. That the more you bow to it and worship it, the more secure you will be. But the raw truth is that fear doesn't protect you. Fear possesses you. You never fear the world. You fear your own projections and then worship them like gods. You fear being broke. Fear being alone. You fear dying. And you even fear fear itself. But all of that, every last bit of it, is a parasite feeding on your energy. It's not the thing you're afraid of that's a problem. It's your reaction to it. You see, your body doesn't feel things on its own. Your mind doesn't think thoughts independently. And even your thoughts don't know that they're happening. The only reason you're aware of any of it is because there's something greater. A presence, a witnessing force, a consciousness. And you are that consciousness, not the thought, not the power, not the reaction. You are the space in which all that happens. So here is what you do when fear strikes. You don't fight. You don't flight. You don't freeze. You let it hit you, and like a monk in a thunderstorm, you welcome its voltage. Feel the dry mouth, the shaking limbs, the stomach twisting, and don't label it. Don't judge it. Don't even think about it. Just sit with it like you're on a mountain. Anytime that mountain can break, anytime that mountain can have an earthquake. But you just say to yourself, show me everything you got. I'm not running anymore, fear. And notice what happens. The storm will pass. The pressure tank of stored trauma hisses out. And then peace. The kind of peace that can look at a rattlesnake in the eyes and smile. The kind of peace that dissolves the illusion of death. The kind of inner bliss that makes you untouchable. You see, most humanoids obey fear like it is some divine law. They say, well, I wouldn't work hard if I wasn't afraid of being pure. Or, my fear is what keeps me alive. No, you survive in spite of your fear, not because of it. Let go of that worship. Stop letting fear be your god. The only thing that needs to die is your fear of dying. What's the worst case scenario? You're broke, you're homeless, you're dying, you're forgotten. Picture it. Sit with it. And let the sensations flood your body like a tidal wave. And then say to yourself, even this, I can survive. Even this, I can survive. Because you can. Because you're not this body going through it. You are the awareness behind it all. And once you drop the fear, love walks in. The snake in the spine softens. The world becomes friendly. People open up. And you realize the universe was never trying to punish you. It was just trying to wake you the fuck up. You can have a million fears and still be completely empty. Or you can drop one illusion and become infinite. You choose. Are you going to bow to the fear? Or are you going to sit on top of it like a god on a beast? Because the ox of fear can drag you, or you can ride it straight into enlightenment. Your move. What you actually want isn't the manifestation, the soulmate, the bag that you're chasing. It is the relief from suffering, period. And that relief doesn't come from running, numbing, or pretending to be enlightened. It comes from staring directly at the furnace of your own consciousness and then walking in anyway. You gotta be willing to experience it all out. The fear, the shame, the twitchy grief that you have locked in your gut since age 6. One tool. The worst case vision quest. You sit your divine behind down and you ask, what's the ugliest, most chaotic, most hellish outcome my mind can come up with? And let it rise. Feel it rise. Do not flinch. Don't label it. Don't spiritually bypass it. Don't resist it. Cancel the commentary. Drop the thoughts around it. Handle the raw feeling like a thunder priest. This is how you move from why me to try me, to transmute the fear. You alchemize the depression. You wield the anger not as a poison, but as a power surge towards a higher life. You ain't broken, kid. You're just backed up on emotional downloads. Suffering isn't a curse, it's a portal. Now get in there and roar your way through it. You're not here to be safe, you're here to flow. So if you want to undo the ego, stop pretending you hate it. You love your ego. You drink from the drama of it like divine nectar. every opinion you defend, every enemy you argue with in the shower, every "can you believe they said that" moment. It's all one big emotional buffet for your inner goblin. We don't want peace, we want juice, life force, shock, outrage, self-righteousness, the morning newspaper hit of how dumb the world is, the ego's little espresso shot of "I'm right and they're wrong." Radical honesty. Step one, admit you enjoy your suffering because it gives you an identity. Let that hit and sit in it. Because until you can laugh at how seduced you are by your own noise, you're just polishing the mask. Real non-duality is to let go of even the illusion that you're enlightened. You know what the self says when you come crying with your little storylines. Oh, give me a break. The ego isn't destroyed by war, it collapses when it's no longer entertaining. So if you want to undo the ego, you starve it of its snacks, you give up the juice of the poor me, of "how dare they, I'm the one who knows." And when you let go of the little thrill you secretly crave from every stance you take, the position collapses, the identity dissolves, and you start laughing at the whole circus. That's freedom. You are not here to win the debate, you are here to transcend the courtroom entirely, unplug the damn TV, turn off the psychic news, and sit with the silence that can't be bought, baited, or broadcast. That's the real juice. The self doesn't need drama, it needs dharma. The self is the stage, the script, and the space it happens in. Welcome to God mode. You don't need to know everything, you just need to know a few sacred truths and know them so deeply they arrange your molecules every time you hear them. Everything is happening on its own. No cause, no controller, no little you pushing the buttons. You're not the chef, you are the fragrance of the meal. All phenomena arise because of the field. What is this field? It's boundless, formless, this omnipotent force decides to wink at you with no beginning and ending, just infinite orgasmic magnetic nowness, eternitas. The field isn't a concept. It's not a cloud with opinions, it's an invisible generator of everything you've ever seen, felt, or become. It doesn't need your effort, it creates the very idea of effort. That dream you're holding on to, the mystical upgrade you're praying for, that enlightenment that you're hunting down like a shiny new Pokemon, it's not you grinding towards it, it is karma blooming when the field says, "All right, now they're finally ripe." Century plant doesn't hustle, it sleeps 150 years like a gangster in the dirt, and then one day, boom, God blooms it in full glory, not because it wanted it, because it was time. Your karma isn't your punishment, is your potential waiting for the right pressure drop and sunshine codes. The moment you hold on an intention with sacred clarity, not desperation, not ego claiming, but surrendered certainty, then the field will start whispering to you, yes, let it become real, let it become real, let it become real. So don't fall for the ego's con. You did it, you made this happen. No, you just snipped the fruit that was already going to fall. This is gravity, not willpower. This is divine providence, not self-help. So what do? You drop the illusion of control, you hold a flame of intention, and you bow to the field and let it rain. So the moment you want to taste this Primal Sutra, this source code, this mystic path, understand it's not a hobby, it's a cosmic ambush. You do not become a mystic, you get dismantled by the divine. Usually when it's hilariously inconvenient. See, all of your books, your studies about chakras and crystals, they're stage setting. Real mysticism is not something you do, it's something that happens to you and through you when the field is ready, not you. You don't get to schedule a spiritual awakening like a dental appointment. A lot of people thought that they were dying when they were enlightening, falling on the floor, waking up in light, no prep, no course, no Instagram post to share it all. That's the nature of the real. It shows up like a divine hijacker. It drags your ego into the void, and it leaves behind only being. And that being has no use for water, food, temperature changes, praise. It doesn't care if you're a monk or a barista or a street magician, because it's not doing anything to be something, it just is. Eventually, if your karma allows, you learn to walk around in society again, and with that infinity inside you, you look normal, sure, but you are secretly a non-linear force operating in a linear costume. Doctor, healer, plumber, shaman, it doesn't matter. That's just a role that the world assigns you. The mystic plays it like an actor with no attachment. You don't say, I'll do this. The field says we need this done and your body moves. Simple. No script, no resume, no egoic career plan, just the self acting through a body. Like the wind playing a flute it found on the ground. So stop asking what you are here to do. Ask what you're ready to be obliterated by. Ask what truth you're willing to die into so that something eternal can walk through your form. Because that, my friends, is the real baptism. And once you've tasted it, you will never be able to fake your life again. So be it. Shalom, salam, swaha, amen, amen. So it is done, so it is done, so it is done. Flow must stay. May the flow be with you. May we never be the same again. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, Upward Spiral Gang. Let's win.